We're going to back up to item A under 6 miscellaneous. Ellen Hanson to address the council asking for special assessment and nuisance assessment forgiveness at 618 North 5th Street. Ellen?
Thank you. I'm Alan Hanson. I'm from Denison, and you probably wonder why I'm here, but get a long story short, I purchased tax sale certificates in different counties through, and I had done Sac City. How many years have we done?
Since 2001.
Yeah, 2001. And basically what I do is, I pay people's taxes for them, and then look for them to reimburse me eventually. And I don't look to acquire property or make it tough on individuals in the community or whatever. And to be truthfully honest, it's just another way to supplement my income a little bit. I used to be the county treasurer in Crawford County, so I kind of know the business and what to look for and things like that. That happens every third Monday in June. You guys are probably aware of that in each county. It happens the same time every year where individuals can go and just pay the taxes. And of course that helps the school and it helps the city as well, because when the taxes are paid, then that gets a portion, for your use. But on this particular property I bought in 2004. And I have learned a few things through the years too. And the assessor has done a better job now where a guy can check these properties out and not get stung for one, you might say. I was the one that was stung on the old shoe store up here too, so I paid taxes for 2-3 years on your old shoe store up here, and didn't take deed to it because the building is in bad shape, as you guys are all aware of. But, that happens for people like us. If we don't search things out real well, why, that happens. But on this particular property, what I didn't know it at the time. In fact, I was a little upset when I found out when 2004 came about and I bought these taxes on that sale. I didn't realize that special assessment was included the first year. And I snuck that in, like you say. Because normally a special assessment I stay away from. I do not like to fool with special assessments because you're either talking streets, you're talking nuisances, you're talking sewer, you're talking whatever, and it's just not worth your time. Well, this one, she stuck the first year in, and I kept paying it, and I thought, I better pay the second year. And I have paid quite a few taxes. I did not pay this last year because of the fact the special assessment is quite large. I don't know if you guys have the amounts in front of you or not. The unpaid as of June, and it's applied to all 3 properties. There's the house up there, and I don't know if you guys are no doubt familiar with the house, and the 2 lots in behind. Well, the total payoff as of June was $5,351 on that particular home. And the others, the nuisance one, I don't have any real qualms about that because of the fact somebody has to mow it. I don't have the property, and that's just the way it goes. But in order, I have had people inquire that they might be interested in that house. Well, I can't. The house isn't worth that. The estate that owned it, when it come time for me to acquire the property, they just says, take it. We ain't gonna pay it off because the house isn't too good a shape. I haven't been inside it. Has anybody been inside the house? I can't go in because it'd be trespassing. But it does have a fairly good roof on it, I think, but that's probably about it. The location isn't the greatest with the driveway the way it is, but I did have a gal call me, and she was kind of down and out, and she was interested in renting it, and I said, no, I won't rent a house when I live in Denison, and then I just don't want to be a landlord, and I would rather just sell it, deed it to somebody. And I don't know, are you at all familiar with first-time homeowners? Are they able to get any assistance?
That's changed.
That's changed too.
In the recent real estate dealings, there used to be a lot of breaks for them.
Mhm.
A lot of that has gone away.
Just no money probably, is there? Yeah. But she was, you know, she said her credit was not the best, but she was working on her credit. And the way I look at it is try to get another house back on the tax rolls, because I know the people are not interested in the home that had at the Ed Bunker estate. They want to wash their hands clear of it. They'll never pay the street assessment. I won't pay the street assessment because it's too much for what that house is valued at. You know, and I have the assessment rolls here and of that particular home, and you guys can look at them too. But they have that house assessed at $10,000, and I live in Denison, and I know it wouldn't bring that in Denison, not alone Sac City. But those are of the three properties. But you know, like I say, I haven't acquired deed to it, and I will not acquire deed to it as long as that street assessment's on there, because I have put enough into, I put in over $3,000 worth of taxes and have paid some of the special assessments on that property already. And I'd be lucky to get that much out of it, unless you guys have a good reason, you know, that it just won't bring it.
Is the estate still the owner?
Right now they are, yes. Yeah, but they have no interest. I talked to the attorney, and well, if they would do anything, get anything out of it, the state of Iowa is there to have their hands open too, because
So they have a
this
lien
gentleman-
against the property
yes.
as well?
Because this gentleman must have really been down and out. I didn't know him or anything, but he must not have had any money whatsoever. But that's, and I also want to familiarize, I'm not just here to expect something out of the city. I'm not that way. I have working on another place in your community, the trailer house out here. I will be acquiring deed to that. Mr. Wolf is the owner of it out in the trailer park. And of course, it's not worth anything, but I'll just cut it up and haul it away. Clean the eyesore up. Like I say, I've already had the shoe store, but that's my problem. And now somebody else bought it again, so they just don't learn, some people. And then I'm also the proud owner of Sunwise property. So, yeah, I paid the taxes. I'm not the owner, and I will not take deed to that. And I've also visited with you, and as well as your mayor on that. And I will work as hard as I can too to try and help you as the city to make that federal government. I offered a suggestion to your mayor and to the gentleman with the DNR or whatever, EPA. I says, well, I think that gentleman needs to be in there and clean it himself and sit in that basement for a while. And he didn't say nothing, but I would think most of you would agree too.
Pretty tricky business to work with.
Yeah, it is.
As
But-
far as the street assessment is concerned, we have a lot of citizens that paid their street
I know they do.
assessment.
I
It's
can
hard for
see
me to
that.
say,
I know it
well,
is.
let's forgive this
I agree.
because,
I agree.
um,
I thought it was the same thing. I have, truly have.
and
Yep, I truly have.